went to no art school. So I feel like he's just feeling hurt that his art was somewhat attacked, because that's basically what Agent Zero just did. He gave a critique that Sneako didn't like, so he felt attacked. But let's move on.
This is a Jaden Smith-ass talking point if I've ever seen one. I think that some of these guys get so much in their conspiracy bag that they start making comments like this.
While everybody's watching the Super Bowl, watching Taylor Swift chug a beer, the Palestinians are getting even.
Ew, hold on. So we're gonna get right back to the video. But if you wanna know how to draw or paint like me, hit the like, hit the subscribe. If you wanna support your boy and buy some of my merch, you know, I got information on that down in the description below. You can check out my store. I also got some new music coming out this Friday, so tap in, tune in, show some love. I appreciate you, and let's get right back to the video.
Hey yo gang, what's happening? It's your boy Araine TJ back again with another reaction video. Today we're looking at Jamari. He's gonna talk about Sneako, I think this kid's name is. You already know what it is though. If you're not subscribed to Jamari, I'm gonna have a link to his channel in the description below, because this is his content and all I'm doing is giving my reaction to it. I'm gonna try to hold my reactions till the end, but you know, sometimes they slip out. Also, if you're new here, never seen any of my videos before, the artwork to the side, it's because I'm an artist. I am a full-on creator. That's all I want to do. So in order for me to get my art in front of you, I got to do something that plugs into YouTube's algorithm, and quite admittedly, one of the easiest things for that is reaction videos. So I'm gonna do these reaction videos, put my art up so you can see my art, and if you like the art, if you like the visual or auditory, whatever type of art I put up for you, if you like that, hit the like, hit the subscribe, rock out with me. And once I get to a certain level of subscribers and, you know, monthly income from YouTube, then I can focus solely on just making art. And in fact, it's not really about the monthly income for real. I mean, yes, we need it to make sense, but I just want to be able to push what I'm making in front of as many people as possible, and then be able to live my life off of that. You know what I mean? So until then, let's get into today's reaction video.
I have an update on the entire Sneako situation after he became very upset over the fact that some of the biggest streamers in the world had been straight up ignoring him.
Yes. Have fun, guys. Okay.
Thank you.
And
That is crazy. That is crazy. ISP just walked past him like nothing, son.
streamers in the world had been straight up ignoring him.
Yes. Have fun, guys. Okay.
Thank you.
And then chose to vent to Logan Paul's left nut, and of course DJ Academics. And those conversations can be summed up as him questioning, why don't those grown men like me and want to spend time with me, to other grown men, while they just shrug their shoulders. And this might be the most reacception thing we've ever had on my channel, as you have Sneako reacting to Agent, reacting to my initial video on this situation. And here we're gonna see Agent's thesis on basically why people are not fucking with Sneako.
So he did a video, Agent 00 or 00 replied to it. Sneako replied to Agent, and now he's gonna reply to, I guess, the two at once. That's kind of cool.
Yo, I'll tell you why I think Nick ignores Sneako.
Why?
Because Sneako puts people in positions where it's a lose-lose often. Like, he'll ask questions that, like, he wouldn't mind answering because he already lost those opportunities for himself. But those people didn't make that decision. And there's probably a lot of people on the line. It's like a lot of people relying on him and shit like that. So I don't want you to ask me no controversial ass question that I have no business in anyway. You
Right.
feel me?
If you're in the business of podcasting, the whole point should be seeking the truth. That's the point of having a microphone and speaking to an audience, is trying to get to some sort of truth. If you're not willing to figure that out, turn off the microphone.
That's just such a stupid point of view to have. Like, imagine it's like a Nintendo podcast.
Hey guys, I know we would normally talk about Mario and why he saved Peach today, but
Today I actually want to talk about the geopolitical state of the world.
Like this
That makes perfect sense. That makes sense. I kind of get where Sneako is coming from, but I feel like that's a tunnel the view, you know, like real tunnel vision view. Like, it's like any artist, bro. Like, you know, you get very attached to the art you create, and today at least, when I look around in the world, I see a lot of people claiming to be artists who never went to art school. And I'm not gonna say you can't be an artist and not go to art school, but one thing that art school definitely has, it's critiques. I don't know if you know anything about critiques, or crits as we call them, but like every week essentially in art school for, you know, your different classes, or every other week, you're bringing up your art in front of all your peers and your professor, and you're standing up for like 15-30 minutes justifying your art and being berated by your peers, whether they like it, don't like it, constructive criticism. Some criticism was just straight out hate, but you had to stand up there and you had to take it. And as an artist, as someone who went through art school, I personally believe that crits are extremely beneficial to anyone who wants to become an artist, because it allows you to it gives you a thicker skin. You feel me? It allows you to take opinions and criticism in a more positive light with a grain of salt, and to actually see the good in what people may be trying to express about your art. And I feel like, well, I know for a fact Sneako never went to no art school. So I feel like he's just feeling hurt that his art was somewhat attacked, because that's basically what Agent Zero just did. He gave a critique that Sneako didn't like, so he felt attacked. But let's move on.
This is a Jaden Smith-ass talking point if I've ever seen one. I think that some of these guys get so much in their conspiracy bag that they start making comments like this.
While everybody's watching the Super Bowl, watching Taylor Swift chug a beer, the Palestinians are getting even more. And I think this was one of the biggest days in a while. It's not to say that you're a normie or an NPC for watching the Super Bowl. You are, because it is. But they do that strategically during major events, while Ice Spice is wearing an upside-down cross, specifically so that you don't realize what's happening. You got to raise awareness for this stuff.
Like, can you guys believe that one event that has been going on and been like a massive spectacle for the last 60 years is still going to go on while something else bad happens in the world? Like, obviously media does serve as a form of distraction, but so does damn near any other form of entertainment.
And, you know, he put me through that before in the past, too, where he was asking me a whole bunch of questions about things I really had no insight in or care for. But it's like, it's controversial, so it's like you kind of have to have an opinion or niggas get mad at you.
While Taylor Swift is chugging a beer on live TV for your entertainment, they're moving people out of the Gaza Strip.
This dude just loves that fucking talking point.
Right.
Because when we were kids and we were learning about the Holocaust and we were learning about Nazi Germany, we all had this idea like, if I was there, I would have stepped up. I would have said something. How could this have happened? I would have. Well, it's happening right now, today. And you're saying nothing. You're doing nothing.
And it's just funny to me that he wants to bring up the tragedy of the Holocaust when it's convenient for him, when over the last couple of years, he has quite literally platformed and been buddy-buddy with people who literally deny the entire thing. And he himself has spoken favorably about the man who caused all the genocide.
So I thought about Nick about a year ago, looking for the truth. And I think that's how a lot of people find America first, because it is inevitable.
Like, he spent the greater part of the last year speaking very poorly about Jewish people. But now that that situation can be used as fuel towards his argument, well, he's all for it. I think it just goes to show that when you're always like looking for attention and trying to rage bait people and just say the most controversial thing to pop into your head, you become kind of like the boy who cried wolf. And then when you try to actually talk seriously about something, people are like, oh, that's just that guy, he's always yapping. And I also do not think like these online activists who are constantly posting these things onto their story are any better than anyone else. Like, they're not getting anything more accomplished. Sneako would also go on to further discuss him getting ignored by Aiden Ross, Kai, and Speed.
Like these two.
Oh, yo, that was all three of them. I didn't even realize. Yeah, that's Kai right there, bro. Son, that's crazy. That just makes it a whole lot worse. Cause I was thinking, you know, maybe him and Speed just had a like beef or something, and Speed didn't feel to talk to him. But the fact that it was Aiden, Kai, and Speed, like, you know, they all know him. And you know they probably all were like, yo, that's Sneako. We gonna walk past him straight. We ain't gonna talk to him. Nah. Yeah. That probably hurt his feelings, because he probably looking down there like thinking, damn, nobody gonna dap me up.
On to further discuss him getting ignored by Aiden Ross, Kai, and Speed.
Like, these two people didn't completely ghost him when he got canceled. Where were Kai and Speed when you got banned on Twitch for saying there's two genders? They can't say it. They never will. They completely ghosted you, Aiden, because you were brand risky. What happened to the friendship there? You know who was there? Kai. When you got accused of when last year, New Year's Eve, when they tried to accuse you of, who was there on stream defending you while everybody else was silent? Well, everybody else was like, what?
I mean, I get what he's saying, but Jesus Christ, does he just come off as almost like the nice guy to me? You know, it's like when the girl goes back to her douchebag boyfriend and this nice guy is calling her complaining like, why don't you want to be with me? When he did you dirty, when he slept with that other girl, I was the shoulder for you to cry on all those lonely nights. So why are you back with him? Honestly, I think the biggest mistake that Sneako made in this situation is expecting loyalty, expecting friendship, or anything of this sort from people whose sole infatuation seems to be becoming increasingly more famous and essentially networking their way up to the top. I've been to some of these influencer events, guys. I've hung out with people who it seems like they're just on a mission to get into a room with the most popular person that they can. And I quickly realized, like, this shit is not for me. So I get what he's saying. I just don't get how he could be so naive to that idea.
Right. Because to reach where he's reached, he must have come across that before. 1 and 2, in the 48 Laws of Power, I believe, or the 33 Strategies of War, there is a rule that says never remind someone of what you've done for them. And that's a perfect example right there, bro, because it just makes you come across as like, oh, remember when I did this for you? Just like what he did. I don't need to reenact it. He just did a reenaction of an example. So yeah, bro, that is kind of crazy. And then it's like you're throwing people dirty water out there. You're throwing people's dirty laundry out there. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you're mad that they ignored you, but then you go on the internet and like, oh, I was there for you when they accused you of Big R. I was there for you when you said there's only 2 genders and they banned you. Like, you know, it's a bad look.
When he has been around influencers for his entire adult life.
Aiden Ross on Rumble Sports next to 2 Rumble creators while I'm sitting on the other side. That just blows my mind, first off. But second off, the shit that really, but you have to understand that the shit that really pisses me off, look at Aiden Ross's shirt. It says brand risk. Aiden Ross is wearing a shirt that says brand risk, bro. I should take, give me that shirt, bro. Give me that. Take that shit right the off your chest. What do you mean risk? You fucking joking me? Bro, you're basically getting initiated into the Illuminati.
So it seems like Sneako wants
let's just hear his point first.
To be the only controversial guy in town. And I don't know, I just think this guy comes off as more envious than anything else that...
Right, because like, bro, let's just bring this back, bro. What's wrong with wearing a shirt that says brand risk? What, does he feel like they're talking about him? Does he feel like he's the biggest brand risk? Yo, Kyson as short as a mother, though. Yo. But like, what? Why would he say that?
Wearing a shirt that says brand risk, bro. I should take, give me that shirt, bro. Give me that. Take that shit right the off your chest. What do you mean risk? You fucking joking me? Bro, you're basically getting initiated into the Illuminati.
So it seems like Sneako wants to be the only controversial guy in town. And I don't know, I just think this guy comes off as more envious than anything else that someone else could actually say some of those things and still see quite a bit of success and get in with these mainstream people. Because you can't tell me that if he was afforded those same opportunities that he would not take them.
They try to lump me in with these other influencers. I want to reiterate right now, I am not like these other niggas, man. I am not like one of these other influencers. I'm not them.
I'm not like those other girls.
The only videos that they allow of me on YouTube right now are videos of me getting punched in the face. If I'm ever clipped in a positive way on YouTube, they take it down. Whenever it's something negative, when it's a hit piece, when it's a documentary trying to shit on me, Sneako got humbled, they keep it up. On TikTok, my face
I'm sorry, Sneako. I'm sorry, bro.
needs to be blurred. They need to call me Sneakio on TikTok. Who else streams on Rumble? My generation. Who else is doing it?
I mean, the guy did pretty much make his bed and now he's having to lay in it, and it seems like he doesn't really like it. It goes back to the point I made earlier. When you're trying so hard to go against the grain and be controversial just for the sake of being like the biggest brand risk you can be, because he obviously takes extreme pride in that.
What do you mean risk? What do you fucking joking me?
You can't also be surprised when you face the effects of your actions. Now, I will say, I think it's going to be very interesting to see where Sneako's career goes from here. For Sneako, it's like not everyone's going to be your friend, bro, even if you showed them loyalty. And the only other point I'll make is that when it comes to any business, any corporation, entertainment or not, they're always going to value the people who are bringing in the most income for them. So not everything is some conspiracy or some censorship. Sometimes they're just making the smarter business decision. And it's like, do we want to go with the people who have all this influence and they have all these young fans who are going to be consuming media for years to come and spending money on media for years to come? Or do we want to go with the guy who has been saying controversial things just for the sake of it for the last couple of years? When you weigh the business decision, logically one just makes more sense. Either way, y'all let me know what you guys think.
Yeah, it really does. And my key takeaway from this is the whole brand risk. Like, if you're intentionally building yourself to be a brand risk, then yeah, you can't be mad when you actually become a brand risk. Kai Cenat, iSpeed or iShowSpeed, whatever his name is, and Aiden Ross, they are brands, like, to themselves. They have built brands around themselves. That's the thing about today. In today's society, you don't necessarily need to be a company to become a brand. The individual can make themselves that. And they may see it as a brand risk to associate themselves with you, the new, what's that guy's name? Andrew Tate copycat. You know what I mean? The guy who's going to say the wildest things just because it's something Andrew Tate might say, or because it's going to get conspiracy or whatever, or controversial views and whatnot. You know, it's a whole risk. You wanted to be a brand risk and now you're a brand risk. I mean, just focus on building your own brand. I saw somebody say it in the comments up here that he should just go to Kick without a deal. And if this is how you feel, then yeah, just go to Kick without a deal and build yourself up. Build your brand. Continue working on you. Don't start hating on people who, you know, and then if they ignored you, like, bro, I get it. I feel that. But like, the most I would do is keep it in the circle. I wouldn't go on the internet with something like this. I'd keep it in the circle. I'd talk to a close friend of all of us and I'd be like, yo, what was that? That's shady. That's crazy. What was that? And depending on the response I get would determine on whether or not I keep the friendship or if I say, all right, whatever, and I just keep it moving, you know, because sometimes you got to realize, like, you may be a friend to somebody, but that doesn't mean they're a friend to you. And you got to ask the right questions and probe in the right directions to find that answer. And the moment you find that answer, I think you should act accordingly. So anyways, gang, thanks for watching today's video. And like I said in the beginning, if you like the artwork to the side, hit the like, hit the subscribe, get me up to, like, you know, whatever, just a certain high enough number of subscribers where I could live off of this, bro, where I could just make art, make products. That's all I want to do, bro. So, you know, I'm gonna see you in the next one, and until then, have a good day. All right, bye everybody.